Hello, dear students. Welcome to the session and welcome to my newly launched EdTech startup and Thrive the Learning app. First of all, I am thankful to you for watching my session. So, in today's session, I am going to start network theory subject. This subject is common for students of electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and instrumentation engineering. And this batch is for semester students, the students who are preparing for GATE and engineering services examination. Will take care of all these three examinations at a time in this batch. Those who are interested to watch my lecture in Hindi, so they can check Hindi folder. In Hindi folder, the same topic, the lectures are available. So before starting the session, here is a small introduction about me. Myself, Mayank Kumar. I am your educator and founder of the Enthrive Learning app. I have the teaching experience of 4 years. I also have the industrial experience of 1 year. I have worked in one of the renowned public sector undertaking company under Government of India, that is Energy Efficiency Services Limited, EESL. I have done masters in electrical engineering from NIT Patna. I have qualified GATE 8 number of times and I have also cleared public sector undertaking exam, that is EESL. I have mentored more than 10,000 students. My areas of expertise are network theory, power electronics, power systems, electrical machines and control systems. So let's begin the session. So let's introduce network theory. What is network theory? You might see the subject like circuit theory or network analysis, or sometimes it is written network analysis and synthesis. All those four subjects are same. So right now let us see some different terms like what is network analysis and what is network synthesis, so that you can have the brief idea about the network theory subject. So first let us see what is network analysis. It is saying the calculation of current through and voltage across different elements of a given network is called network analysis. What does it mean? It means suppose you have an electrical network in which there are four elements are there. In which there are four elements. Now, if you find current through all those four elements and if you find voltage across all the four elements, then your study is called network analysis. Your exercise is called network analysis. So it is very easy and basic subject. So let us see what is network synthesis. Now if you look at network synthesis, so it is the design and fabrication of an electrical network from given excitation and response is called network synthesis. What it is saying? For network analysis, it was simply the calculation of current and voltage for different elements. Now for network synthesis, it is the design and fabrication of electrical network from given excitation and response. What is the meaning of excitation? Excitation means nothing but, if you have simple language, you can say excitation means it is input. Excitation means input signal, that means the input signal which you are applying. Next, response. What is the meaning of response? Response means suppose I am teaching you right now and if I ask you some question and if you are responding, that means if I am teaching, I am giving input to you, so again I am getting output from you, that is called response. So it is nothing but output. It is nothing but output. Excitation means input, response means output. That means if two signals are known to you, one is excitation, another one is response, then you can design the electrical network. So that part is called network synthesis. Clear? So now I hope it is clear to you what is network theory. network analysis, network synthesis. And there is very small difference between network and circuit. If you talk about network, so network is the interconnection of electrical elements in any manner. Now if you talk about circuit, so circuit is also an interconnection of elements, network elements, but there must be closed path. There must be closed path where the current either flows or it is intended to flow. That means for circuit it is must that you have a closed path. So all those four names are almost same: network theory, circuit theory, analysis, synthesis. Clear? So depending upon your universities, they are giving the different names, such as if you are a student of AKTU Lucknow, so they are writing network analysis and synthesis. So different universities have different names. So let us see the syllabus of network theory. So here I have designed a standard syllabus of network theory in which there are total 9 number of units. So unit first is basic elements of electrical network. What is the basic elements? Basic elements means you have the voltage source, current source, resistance, inductance, capacitance. These are the basic elements of electrical network. Here we'll also discuss what is dependent source and what is independent source. The first unit will discuss all these things. Come to second unit, basic laws and techniques of electric circuit. For electric circuits, you have some basic laws like KCL, KVL. These are the basic laws, and there are some techniques. What is the technique? Mesh analysis, and you'll have nodal analysis. You'll have nodal analysis. So these are the basic techniques which we'll study in this second unit. And from the second unit, you can always expect 2 marks of questions in GATE exam, and you can expect many number of questions in engineering services exams also. And of course, if you are writing the paper for semester, so there will be at least one question from unit 2. Next is network theorem. Network theorems are very much important topic. It's very 5-star topic of network theory for any exam, whether it is semester, GATE, engineering services, PSU, AE, JEE, any exams. There will be a question from network theorem. So here we'll discuss different network theorems like Thevenin's, Norton's, superposition, maximum power transfer, then Telegans. All those theorems we'll discuss in this unit. Fourth one is transient analysis. This is also 5-star topic. This is also 5-star topic for all the examinations. So transient analysis, and this is also one of the very important topic of network theory, because the people have different opinion about transient analysis topic. Some people say that this topic is very difficult, but for some top people this topic is moderate, and for some people this topic is easy. So if you are watching my lecture, I assure you that you can very easily understand transient analysis, and if you attempt any questions, you will be able to solve if you attend my lecture this part, transient analysis. Next, unit 5 is sinusoidal steady state analysis. What is sinusoidal steady state analysis? For a given network, now you want to know how this network behaves when sinusoidal voltage and currents are applied. So the steady state analysis for sinusoidal inputs will be discussed here, and this is also very important topic, especially for GATE. For last 3 to 4 years, you can say that every time they are asking 2-3 questions from sinusoidal steady state analysis. And here there is very known and important topic, that is resonance will also be, the phenomena of resonance will also be discussed here in sinusoidal steady state analysis. Next, come to 6th unit, that is two-port networks. So again, two-port networks, sometimes you can see a question in GATE exam, sometimes you won't see a question in GATE exam. But for engineering services exam, every time you will see a question from two-port networks. For semester exams, of course, for semester exams, all the units are equally important. So from two-port networks also, you can find numerical questions in semester exams. Next is magnetic coupling. This is very small topic, but many times you can find a question from magnetic coupling topic. This is very interesting topic and I'll explain in very easy way this topic, network magnetic coupling. Next one is three-phase circuits and filters. This is also common for all the branches, electrical, electronics and instrumentation engineering students. And here filter, it is also a very small topic, but yes, from this topic also sometimes you can see a question. Next is graph theory. In semester courses, it is available, it is there in your semester, it is there in your semester, but it is not there in GATE exam. It is not there in GATE exam. But yes, if you are writing the paper of engineering services exam, so for engineering services, it is very much important. Why? Because the questions from graph theory is very easy. And in fact, if you are writing conventional paper of engineering services exam, so you'll definitely see one question from graph theory. So these are the different units. Now if you see the marks, so of course if you are a semester student, so in your semester they are asking you the questions of 70 marks from one paper generally. Yes, for some of the universities they are asking 100 marks of questions and 50 marks are for internal, but most of the universities have 70 marks external and 30 marks internal. Next, if you are writing GATE exam, so GATE exam, on an average 10 marks of questions are being asked from this subject for all the branches, whether it is electrical engineering, electronics engineering or instrumentation engineering. And I assure you that if you attend my lecture, so at least 8 marks you can easily score out of 10. At least 8 marks you can easily score out of 10 in GATE exam from this network theory subject. I'll take around 60 to 70 hours of session for network theory subject, and those 60 to 70 hours of session are going to be very much interesting for you. So if you look at the important chapters for the point of view of GATE in engineering services, so this chapter is important, unit 2. Unit 2 is important. Next, unit 3. Unit 2 is important. Unit 3 and unit 4. It's highly important. From these two units, 5 marks, 4 to 5 marks you can easily get in GATE exam. Next is sinusoidal steady state analysis. Very important. Recently for last 3-4 years they are asking many questions from sinusoidal steady state analysis. Next, two-port networks. Sometimes they are asking the question, sometimes they are not asking the question. Magnetic coupling, it is very small topic, so you must have the idea of knowledge of magnetic coupling, and many times they are framing the questions from Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem. At that time they are applying the concept of magnetic coupling. Okay. Next is three-phase circuits. So sometimes you will see the questions from three-phase circuits as well as filters. Next is graph theory. It is not in GATE syllabus, but yes, engineering services and semester, it is very much important. So this is about the marks and importance of different chapters of network theory. Now, GATE 2023 network theory syllabus, electrical engineering. This syllabus I have downloaded from the official website of IIT Kanpur. From official website of IIT Kanpur, I have downloaded this syllabus. So here you can see the name of the subject is electric circuits, and if you look at the syllabus, so almost it is the same as that of the syllabus given by me. Next is Electronics and Communication Engineering GATE syllabus. Electronics and Communication Engineering GATE 2022 syllabus downloaded from downloaded directly from official website IIT Kanpur. Again, here you can see the syllabus is almost same, only the topics are interchanged, that means the order of topics are changed. Third one is syllabus for instrumentation engineering students, GATE 2023 IIT Kanpur. So here you can see the name of the section is electric circuits and machines. Since in instrumentation engineering electrical machines have also been added, so that's why they have written like electrical circuits and machine. So here I have downloaded the syllabus of electric circuits only. You can see the syllabus is again almost same to electrical engineering and electronics communication engineering. Next one is UPSC Engineering Services 2022 syllabus network theory for electrical engineering. I have downloaded this syllabus from the website of UPSC. So here you can see the name of section is electric circuits and fields. Fields means field theory, that is EMFT. So here the syllabus, it is starting from network theory from here, circuit elements. Here you can see network graph is also there, that means graph theory is there. And you can see all the subjects are similar to GATE exam syllabus only, and here up to magnetic coupled circuits. Next, from Gauss theorem, and all these are the parts of electron EMFT. These are the parts of EMFT. Clear? I think it is clear to you. Next one is UPSC engineering syllabus, engineering services syllabus network theory, electronics and telecommunication engineering. In the GATE exam, the paper code for electronics branch student is ECE, and here in engineering services the paper code is ETC. So here if you look at the syllabus, again you will find network graphs and matrices are there, and rest of the syllabus are almost same. So this is all about the syllabus of GATE and engineering services for different branches. Next, the weightage and applications of network theory. So weightage I have already discussed that in GATE exam you can expect 8 to 10 marks of questions from this subject, and if you are attending my sessions, you can easily score 80% marks from network theory subject, because I am teaching this subject for last 4 years, and I can tell you where the students are making mistakes. So if I discuss those mistakes, the mistakes which can be done by you people in examination hall, if I discuss those mistakes here, so I'm sure that you people won't repeat those mistakes in examination hall. Clear? The applications of network theory. If you discuss the applications of network theory, so since network theory is very basic subject, so even if you are a student of EE, EC or instrumentation, in almost all the subjects you will have the application of network theory. Like in almost all the subjects you will have to apply Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, Ohm's law. Again the network theory, the network theorems concept are also will be applied for different subjects. And then sinusoidal steady state analysis, you will have many subjects like signal systems and many subjects where you will have to apply that concept. So this is about the applications of network theory. Next, let us discuss reference books for network theory. There are some books which are really very good for network theory subject. So let us discuss their names one by one. The first one is Emmy Van Valkenburg, Network Analysis. The book's name is Network Analysis. You can see the image of this book. This is revised 3rd edition. It's a very good book. Next one is Engineering Circuit Analysis by William H. Hayat. This is also very nice book for network theory. Its name is Engineering Circuit Analysis. You can purchase this book also. Third one is Fundamentals of Electric Circuits by Charles K. Alexander. So Alexander and Sedico, this book is also good, and if you are interested to know EMFT subjects, for this also Alexander and Sedico book is very nice. So you can purchase this book, Electric Circuits. And fourth one is very evergreen book of network theory, Avijit Chakrabarti. It's a very nice book. You can see the image of this book. There are many number of questions in Avijit Chakrabarti book. So for practicing questions also, this book is really very good. For theory also, this book is really very good. In fact, when I was in BTech, when I started network theory subject, so I was studying through this book only, that is Avijit Chakrabarti. Later on, I studied Hayat and all those books. But the basic book was Avijit Chakrabarti. It's very nice book. So this is all about the introduction and syllabus discussion of network theory subject. So I hope you have really enjoyed my session. I request you again to please share my session, and from in the next session I'll start with first unit of network theory, that is basic elements, that is voltage source, current source, resistors, inductors, capacitors. Will start from that part. So thank you again for watching this session.